take your head out of the oven, we got ourselves a new episode. I thought I'd make more after everybody liked the first one so much. There's two campaigns you can pick from. There's one that's supposed to be like All-Star mode, and then you just got the basic bitch classic mode. We'll do that one. That's more suited for my feeble ADD-addled mind. And there's also helpful descriptions of who all the characters are off to the side. If by some miracle you're the one guy who doesn't know who SpongeBob is in 2023, well, now you know. It's all thanks to Nickelodeon whatever too. Anybody who doesn't know who SpongeBob is in 2023 deserves to be ground up into a paste and fed to zoo animals.
Jesus Christ! Why would he say that?
So yeah, Ember McLean is very clearly Bayonetta, as made evident by that swirly kick. The gameplay parallels are evident. So let's go over the horrible backstory of this character. I mean, we might as well. Let's just face it. I was just thinking of the irate gamer.
Face it, breakfast is ruined.
But anyway, so the story of this character was she's like a ghost, a pop star of sorts, and her music casts a magical spell on all the people of the world, and they become enchanted, and they become utterly obsessed with this ghostly pop star, you see, and ideally that was just supposed to stay contained within the world of cartoons, but the magical spell was so effective that it worked on a guy in real life, and then tragically, he became so obsessed with this character that he went to a grocery store and became a mass shooter and killed 6 people and then himself. Yeah, that's a real thing, look it up. So yeah, we got the controversial thing out of the way. I don't know where that item's from, to be honest. I want to say Ren and Stimpy, since it's emitting a brown gas, as it were. But anyway, yeah, people on the internet were really concerned about including this character, and
don't the developers know about the controversy? And
you're forgetting, internet people, that 95% of people who play this game probably aren't going to know about that. That's really only something that's known to the terminally online, i.e. you, the viewer. So this character has a meter, and when you fill the meter up all the way, the blast that comes out of the guitar, as it were, is slightly more powerful. Damn it, I missed the thing. It's all just a big nothing. So anyway, I guess I'm reasonably skilled at this game since I managed to take on a 2v1, eh? Well, then again, the AI just stands there most of the time. Even when it's on like level 9, the stupid idiots just stand there. And look at that, it wouldn't be a Smash Bros. Ripoff without having a break the targets mode as well. Look at this. So the general idea here is that they're not just ordinary balloons, you silly old fool. They're slime balloons. They're filled with the infamous Nickelodeon slime. We couldn't just rip off break the targets, we had to give it some thematically appropriate Nickelodeon theming as well. Do they even still do the slimings at the live-action Nickelodeon events? I don't even have cable, so I don't know, but that was always their big thing, dumping the nasty green shit on people. I read online that the slime actually was an edible substance of some kind, which is good to hear. I'd hate to think that they were just poisoning all those people over the years, that they were just dumping a non-edible substance all over Rosie O'Donnell at the 2000 Kids' Choice Awards. Speaking of which, what is Rosie O'Donnell doing these days? I presume she's retired from acting. Hasn't hosted the Kids' Choice Awards in quite a few years. So yeah, holy crap. Look at that, the stage has 2 parts to it, like in Dead or Alive. Kind of. As much as it can, within the bounds of 2D. That was always so cool in Dead or Alive when you could push people onto the next part of the stage. Did the original have that, or did they introduce that in the second one? I get the impression the Sega Saturn, which was the system that the original one was on, I get the impression the Sega Saturn would have great difficulty trying to do the stage transformations. So yeah, Nigel Thornberry, as it were. Remember when they had that movie where it was the crossover between the Rugrats and I wanted to say the Simpsons, but that's not right. Been watching too much Oni plays. I got Simpsons brain rot. Oh, thank goodness that move went through. I wouldn't have made it back otherwise. That was some MLG type of stuff right there. So anyway, yeah, the Rugrats, they had a crossover movie with the Wild Thornberrys, and I saw it in theaters back in the day. And it just goes to show it must not have been a very good movie because I remember almost nothing about it, and I've got a photographic memory. The fact that I saw it once, and only once all the way back in 2003 doesn't matter. I can remember everything, you see. I'm like Stephen Hawking. Is that what he's known for, remembering stuff? I guess I'm like the memory guy from Stan Lee's Superhumans on the History Channel. We're getting real obscure with these references today. I'm assuming the large and robotic Reptar is based on the one from Rugrats in Paris. No originality allowed here. Everything's gotta be based on something else. Originality is against the rules. I'll have to give myself a promotion. I don't know, I'm just BSing at this point. So you guys excited for the Mario RPG remake? Fuck me. So yeah, you guys excited for the Super Mario RPG remake? That'll be real good. Exiting the forest is very simple. All you do is follow these patterns. Do 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 do. Fun stuff all around. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick that one up eventually. I never saw all the episodes of El Tigre, but I don't remember there being a giant lava pit. All I really remember was the premise of the show was that his dad was supposed to be a superhero of sorts, while his grandfather, by contrast, was a supervillain, and so El Tigre had to make a choice as to what path in life he was going to take, you see. So, the stage was very clearly inspired by Brinstar from Melee. What with the rising lava and what have you. Remember when Melee was just a light-hearted, colorful, fun game for children, and before it got culturally appropriated by people who look like Boogie 2988? I remember. And we got a mini-boss. Come to think of it, it would probably be kind of hard to translate some of these characters to 3D when they've been traditionally drawn in 2D. The Flying Dutchman looked just slightly off-model in that render at the start. So the voice actor who plays the Flying Dutchman, he's been in a lot of stuff over the years, not just SpongeBob, evidently. He was also Captain Knuckles in Flapjack, and he was the guy who started choking at the restaurant in Groundhog Day, and he was Patricia Heaton's manager at the car dealership in the middle. This guy has been places. So you know they censored that one SpongeBob episode with where they went on the Flying Dutchman ship? Because they had the scene where the Flying Dutchman threw Squidward into for lack of a better term, a pocket dimension. There was a whole bunch of scary imagery. In the background, as Squidward was falling through it, and apparently that was too scary for the kids, so they had to change it, and they replaced all the scary imagery with the spaghetti instead. Yeah, there's some SpongeBob trivia for you. Holy fuck, it's Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Neither of the voice actors for Mermaid Man nor Barnacle Boy are still around. No more Ernest Borgnine and no more Tim Conway. Let's look at... Well, that's... Why even say that? What's the joke? That's just 2 people died. That's not funny. Anyway, here's the gallery. They got trophies like in Smash Bros. Also. I guess you gotta play the game a bit better to get the rest of them. They got anything else? Here's something. There's that. And that. Okay, yeah, I think you get the gist of what this game is about.